Please use this app responsibly, watch first and practice later.
Backwards pumps and a backwards inside edge is a great way for us to start to learn to lengthen the amount of time that we're able to balance on one foot whilst gliding around a circle. Now that's going to come in very handy for exits of some of our fancier turns later on, so we really want to make good friends with this move.
Let's take a look at this drill. Our first target will be to approach with enough speed to be able to attempt to balance. Next up, we'll be learning the shape that we must balance in to get all of our body parts in the right place. And finally, learning to anticipate our travel direction to maintain balance.
So when we're setting up for our backwards pumps into backward inside edge, we're going to imagine our circle. Remember, you can always use one of the hockey circles on the rink. Turn the upper body to face into your circle and start with 2 or 3 pumps. You may need more if you need a little more speed. So we get that turned in toes, backwards half lemon to pump and push yourself around as you prepare to set up for parallel feet for a brief moment. See those parallel feet? Nice and close underneath me to make sure that my balance is really organized before I attempt that 1 foot balance going around the circle. So, one more time. We have our palms, feet draw together, and now the foot that's closest to the middle of the circle, the inside foot, that's the one we're going to pick up. As we pick up that foot, you may have noticed that as it was lifting up, it didn't just stay parallel. No, indeed it did not. It turned slightly out 45 degrees, and I rested my free foot, that's the one that's in the air up there, I rested my free foot against the back of my standing heel here. It's a great place to put that foot because it's not going to roam around, it's not going to start to allow the leg to stir and affect your balance. By putting that foot against the side of your standing foot, it's like a little placeholder. It's just going to keep it there and allow you to stay much more still as a whole unit as you attempt your balance.
This glide will become the exit balance from our 3 turn, a 1-footer turn which we will soon be learning. So it's vital to become proficient at this key component. Pay attention to your free foot. It should be held perpendicular behind your skating foot. Make contact with the feet if you find it difficult to gauge their relative position. The size of our circle can be varied to suit each skater. Experiment to find out the curve depth that allows you to balance the best.
Tackling our backwards pumps into backward outside glide. Again, setting up facing into the circle, half lemons to get ourselves going, pumping and pushing with those half lemons. We're going to make sure we prepare for a moment on 2 feet just before we start unweighting that outside foot and then gently raising that foot up. Now, you'll notice as I'm skating that backward outside glide, I'm actually keeping my feet neat and tidy and close to one another with my hips, knees and feet all facing in that same direction. Now this is kind of important because there's going to be 2 different ways of approaching this glide eventually. But we're starting at ground level. This first basic version is going to keep your feet nice and close next to one another as you balance.
So we'll build our momentum with a few pumps, making sure we're facing into our circle and prepare to unweight the outer foot. At this point, you're going to need to work pretty hard to prevent the legs from wanting to separate and open and rotate outwards. So just be mindful. We build the speed, prepare, and really keep those legs closed, facing parallel direction along the circle.